Hey, me and Matt here, and I'm Killer Kyle. Welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Hey, me and Matt here. It's Killer Kyle, and welcome to another episode of Wheels of Fury. Another double dose
Yeah.
episode. We've been doing a lot of these lately.
Yeah.
So, first we're going to do Slammiversay. Now, I've been trying to keep up with Impact as much as I have with WWE and AEW, especially Ring of Honor. So, I've seen like maybe a couple episodes. I don't know.
Yeah, I've pretty much been able to keep up with Impact on a weekly basis now. Wasn't able to watch the Go Home show for Slammiversay last night because, well, the channel that Impact is on wasn't coming in for some reason, so I'll have to see if I can catch it either sometime tomorrow or, well, really no point in another time, but like catch it again sometime soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
If not, oh well.
Yeah, and I know that last year, I personally had some issues with Slammiversay, but it is what it is.
Meh.
So, yeah, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. And I know WWE is, well, and AEW are starting to bring fans back. Ring of Honor as well. I'm not sure about Slammiversay or Impact in general.
Yeah, I'm not sure when they're gonna have crowds again. Like the whole big thing with WWE has been, oh, boo, WWE coming home and going back on the road and having all these cities they're gonna go to and dates of when they're gonna be in certain cities and all that other stuff. It's like, okay, cool, that's great. AEW has had a full capacity crowd for the last several, well, at least couple months since All In.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm not exactly sure when Impact is going to have a crowd again, but I'm sure they will announce it fairly soon. And even for like, Ring of Honor, Best in the World, they had a crowd, but it was a very limited number of people.
Yeah.
I'm sure as time goes on, they will get more people, like allow more people into the arenas that they're going to be performing in. But in the meantime, we've got Money in the Bank going to be in Texas. Well, SmackDown tonight.
Yes.
They're going to have a live audience. After Money in the Bank, they're going to have a live audience, and then from here on out, they're going to have a live audience. AEW's I'm going to continue to have live audiences.
Back in business, as they say.
Yep.
So, don't fuck it up, everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Things have started to really progress in a good direction and the right direction. Let's keep it that way.
Okay, go ahead.
Enough of talking about COVID, let's talk about Slammiversay. So to start things off, we've got Morrissey taking on Eddie Edwards.
Yeah, this should be interesting. I mean, since he's been to Impact, Morrissey's really been wreaking havoc.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, look, we keep talking about it, but we're gonna keep talking about it. Big Cass, who you thought, okay, he's a 7-foot monster, and he's gonna kick a lot of ass, and yeah, he did that.
Yeah.
This time around, he looks healthier, more chiseled,
Oh yeah.
whatever, and he's actually kicking a lot of ass.
Yes.
And so, you look at someone like Eddie Edwards too, and here's a guy that has evolved over the years from being a tag team wrestler to a singles wrestler to a hardcore wrestler, if you will.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is going to be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I think that W. Morrissey is going to keep going with his reign.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, is it gonna be a good fight? Sure. Is, Eddie Edwards gonna have his own way with Morrissey? Sure. I
Most
just
likely.
think that W. Morrissey has been on a roll and will continue to be on a roll.
Yeah, I mean, they've got him on this rampage, if you will, just waylaying people left, right, and center. Not looking to make any friends, and, in interviews he's done, he's talked about, friends. I was there for everyone. But when I was at my lowest, everybody just laughed at me. And so he's kind of taken that to his character and just, it's me, myself, and I. I'm going to kick the shit out of whoever I want, whenever I want, do whatever I want, whenever I want. Ooh, I'm sure this will be a good match. I got a feeling, though, that W. Morrissey is going to get the win. Oh, my God damn it.
Yeah, for sure. So now we have a tag team match player. That will be Women's Knockout Championship match. We have Fire and Flavor versus the team of Havoc and Rosemary.
With seemingly the team of Havoc and Nevaeh seemingly dissolved, and haven't really seen Nevaeh in a while, and then Havoc and Rosemary forming an alliance and a bond, if you will, kinship, if you will, and, successful in tag matches, and it seemed as if, it was requested by Rosemary for her and Havoc to have the tag team match with Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steele. And of course, they both weren't happy about it, but, they went to Scott D'Amore to complain, and Scott's like, "You're the women's tag team champions, you got this, it's no big deal, you're great, you're unstoppable, you're untouchable.
Yeah.
Slammiversay is a piece of cake for you guys." I really don't know how much of a piece of cake it'll be for Hogan and Steele. Potentially could see new women's tag team champions.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you say a lot of new tag team champions in the future. I mean, I know that it's NXT, but you have Io Shirai and Zoe Stark,
Yep.
the new tag team champions. So I think it'll be interesting if Rosemary and Havoc win the titles. I'm not quite sure. But I mean, think about Fire and Flavor, they've definitely been on a roll.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, it's a toss-up, really?
Mm.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Alright, fair enough. So now we go on to a 4-team tag team match for the Impact Tag Team titles. You got Joe Doring and Rhino against Rich Swann and Willie Mack, TJP and Falaba, and the Good Brothers.
Yes. Yeah, that should be an interesting match. For sure.
Yeah, this would be a good match for sure. Having the tag team titles won by Doring and Rhino after Finn Juice had another match with, can't remember who it was, and then coming out and cashing in the trophy, Collier Shot, I think it was, winning the tag titles. I'm like, okay, cool. Give Rhino a championship, which he hasn't really had a title in Impact for a while. Give Joe Doring his first Impact championship, and then Rich Swann and Willie Mack. They've been a hell of a team for many years. The two of them just complement each other so well. And you got the agile big man of Willie Mack, and then you got the more high-flying style of Rich Swann, which complements each other quite well. TJP and Falaba, it really only seemed to be that their friendship was formed on the fact that they're both from the Philippines.
Yeah.
But they've shown that they can more than take care of business and handle themselves.
Yeah.
And they're a great tag team. I'm not exactly sure what the broom has to do with anything.
Yeah. I really don't know. It's just, I mean, I'm not sure why they took the Good Brothers title reign away so quick. And it's like, I don't want to see them as the champions right now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, for me, it will be, Violent by Design retains, or hell, put the titles on Swann and Mack.
Yeah.
Because I like TJP and Falaba as a team, but right now, I don't know.
Yeah, like, I don't want to see the Good Brothers as tag champions again. TJP and Falaba, yeah, they're a good tag team. They're entertaining with certain things they do. And it's great to see them in title contention. I don't know if they'd be a viable tag team, though. Or tag team champions.
Right.
Swann and Mack, they've been a very good tag team for a while now. And I think they've more than shown that they can be, I would say, credible tag team champions. So, like with Violent by Design only having held the tag team titles for a short period of time, I think it would make sense to keep the tag titles on Violent by Design.
Yeah.
Or if you do go the route of changing the champions, I would say they're more than likely viable good tag team to be champions.
Yeah.
Would be Swann and Mack.
Right on. Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah.
So. Now we have a match. We've got Moose and Squirrel taking on Chris Sabin.
Yeah.
And honestly, not sure. Maybe, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't be anyways. This is gonna be a good match.
Yeah.
And honestly, yeah, I say that a lot. But you look at it this way: you got Moose as a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Sabin has done it all.
Yeah.
I can see this being a really good match, but at the same time, honestly, I think Moose is gonna go over.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it ultimately seems that Chris Sabin is having this match with Moose for retribution, I guess. I don't know. But, I mean, will it be a good match? Sure. Will it be entertaining? Yes. I don't know what the reasoning would be as to why you would put Sabin over Moose, so
Yeah.
seems like the logical answer would be Moose wins.
Yeah, I agree. It's nothing to take away from Chris Sabin.
No.
I just think that Moose is a better option.
Yeah. And we've got the return of the Ultimate X match for the X Division Championship. You've got Josh Alexander, the champion, Ace Austin, Rohit Raju, Chris Bay, Miguel, and
Petey Williams.
yes,
Yes.
Ultimate X matches have always been exciting matches to watch, and another one of those matches that is very just you're on the edge of your seat the entire time with all the things that they do in the ring and above the ring, and trying to get the championship or the X or whatever it is. Josh Alexander going into this match defending the title, I believe, is interesting, and it's cool that they brought the match back. If you don't have Alexander retain the championship,
Yeah.
I would say a cool option, and it makes the comeback story all that much sweeter, if you will, Petey Williams.
Okay. Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, there really isn't anybody that really stands out as like, oh, they should be, X Division champion. I mean, you keep the title on Josh Alexander, cool. If you have a new champion, aside from Petey Williams, there really isn't anybody, to me, that stands out and is like, oh, they would be a really good X Division champion, my opinion.
Okay. So the two Canadians for you. So here's the thing, and it's kind of out of left field, but when I watched the match with Sami Callihan and Trey Miguel,
Right.
and how awesome it was to finally see Trey Miguel in singles match and do very well, especially against Sami Callihan.
Yeah.
That is what he fucking needed.
Mm,
True.
true.
You look at, his team with the Rascals.
Yeah.
And yeah, I fucking hated that team. I really did. But now that those two are on NXT, you got Trey Miguel, he's on his own. He is a much better competitor, in my opinion. And I think if they don't put the title on him tomorrow, then how about putting the title on him at some point? He has to have a title at some point, because this guy is working his ass off and he's doing good matches.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm gonna pick Josh Alexander retains or Trey Miguel.
I mean, I don't have a problem seeing Trey Miguel as X Division champion.
Right.
I just don't think it's his time yet.
Yes.
Because, like, yeah, he's having great matches, singles matches, and doing very well for himself. But I would like to see more from him in the singles capacity, and then eventually get to a point where it's like, okay, I could see him as a good champion, X Division champion, let's say.
Yeah. No. Okay. That's good.
I mean, does he deserve it? 100%. Is he ready for it just yet? I don't think so.
So now you have this match. You've got the Impact Championship. You've got Sami Callihan versus Kenny, my God, Omega, as Stonehenge would say.
Stonehenge. Yeah. This all stems off of what happened after Kenny defended the title against Moose. Sammy attacked him. Don Callis fired him. They had this whole thing with an executive from Anthem coming and making a decision on it, and Tommy Dreamer, which is really weird. But he was like, Sammy's reinstated. You're fired, Don Callis. I was like, alright, fine. He's no longer, executive in charge of Impact. Fine, whatever. He's still gonna be, on Impact, associated with Kenny. And so with all of that, they've built it up quite well, and then there was a contract signing.
Yes.
And Callahan put Kenny through a table. It was like, okay, that's all fine and good. Does Callahan deserve to be champion again? I would say yes. Right now, I mean, he would be a very tough opponent for Omega. And Omega would have to do everything he can to keep the title. So, as much as I would like to see Sammy have the championship again, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. Because you know damn well Kenny's going to do whatever it takes to hold on to that title.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if, let's say, you bar Callis and the Good Brothers from ringside, if they don't have anything to do with the match because of the match previously, whatever. Do that though, and it's like, alright, Omega and Can one-on-one. That's for well and good.
Yeah, I mean...
I just don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, having a championship, you have to lose at some point.
Yeah.
And I know that Kenny and Adam Page are gonna have a match. I'm not sure when, but they're gonna have a match for the AEW title. So, honestly, if it's not Sammy, I'm not sure who's gonna get the Impact Championship. I just don't. I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of one of those things where You don't know. And I want to see Sammy go over.
Mm.
And yes, Sammy has been the Impact Champion. I mean, fuck, he was Impact Champion last year. So, I honestly want to say that Sammy Callahan's going to go over because Kenny Omega has 3 championships.
Yeah.
I think that at some point he's going to have to lose one of them.
Yeah.
So, who knows what's going to happen, but I'm still going to say Sammy Callahan.
At some point, Kenny will, let's say, have to defend the AAA Mega Championship at some point. Now, whether, I don't really think that'll necessarily affect, the Impact Championship or the AEW Championship, but it's like, okay, you've had Kenny as the Impact World Champion for 4 months, something like that. 4 to 5 months, roughly.
Yeah.
He's been on Dynamite with it. And he defended it regularly when he's needed to on Impact pay-per-views. I would say maybe now it's time to bring the title home, and yeah, you could easily do that with Sammy.
Yeah.
If you don't do it, like you said, if you don't do it with Callahan, who's next?
I know, and that's the thing. You've got Moose, you've got Marcy. Well, it's not time for Marcy yet.
No.
There's so many you can choose from.
Oh yeah.
But if you don't put it on Sammy, then who's next?
Yeah.
Because I don't see them putting it on Sabin anytime soon.
No.
So, yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't see them putting it on Sabin. Morrissey is not his time yet. Yeah, I just don't know.
So, this has been Slammiversay. It should be a good show. That's kind of like... Yeah, I can't wait to see how this is going to be. Because last year was good. So, it'll be interesting to see who's going to win.
Yes.
I know that sometimes we don't always pick the right ones, and, it's a toss-up most of the time, so...
Yep.
I can't wait. Anyways.
Oh yeah, I can't wait as well.
So Money in the Bank is next. So I'll be seeing you in a second or whatever. I mean Matt. This is Killer Kyle. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.